Howdy, YouTube. Still Saturday the 16th. And as I am speaking right now, the first video I recorded, which was early this morning, is still uploading. And then before I started recording this one, I edited the second video. Let's take a quick look at my wallet. We have the princess. We have an ID. Please don't dox me. We have the CEO. We have her again. She's a brilliant person, by the way. She's amazingly smart. Here we have a couple small shots. This is Papa Alex. And here he is again. It says something in the back. Let me see if I can make it out. Alejandro Guevara TI 2880. It looks like an ID number maybe when he worked at Cementos del Caribe, which was a company that made cement out of Barranquilla. I know he worked there for a while. Next we have the OG princess, the one who was fortunate enough to not have to suffer from separation anxiety. Speaking of which, let's enjoy if we can. Okay. Oh, I know what happened. Just turns itself off. Okay, let's try again. Okay. Oh, and by the way, for the sharp-eyed viewers and people who are on YouTube way too long, I'm going for the Mr. Ballin look today. Okay? Let me know what you think. If you if you dare to leave a comment, which I have something to say about that soon. Okay, so now we have the OG princess when she was younger. I think high school, maybe middle school. I don't know. OG princess. I think this was in Colombia. I want to say. I'm not sure. And then we have the family shot. This is Guevara family, starting with mom and then going clockwise. Papa Alex, Alexandra, the OG princess, moi, and the CEO Laura. Okay. Then we have this picture here of when Papa Alex, I guess, took the new princess on a ride, which he gets to do a lot of fun things with her because Papa Alex worked hard and he's enjoying himself now. Then we have cards that are literally just, I have to put money in them. And then we have pharmacies because my medications is expensive. I have to shop around, use GoodRx. The cheapest place right now would be this location right here, but the problem is that it's quite far, and their customer service is not bad. The lady that served me today, I think Janice, I believe, she was very nice. Here, the owner, Mohammed, he hired my neighbor to be a pharmacist there. She's very nice. I want to say her name is Gwen, I'm not sure. And then this here is the closest one, which we're going to see if we can have some success with this, because I've been communicating first with corporate and then with the pharmacy district manager, because the medication that I take is a partial antagonist opioid. Okay, it's not a full antagonist like heroin or Vicodin or oxycodone. So in other words, if you take two, you're not going to feel any better than you take one. So there's no such thing as chasing the dragon on you. That's why it's a good medication to help you get into recovery, because there's no concern for abuse. And there's another one similar to it that has an extra ingredient, and they market it. Wait, is this raising the volume? That's not raising the volume. That's how that raises the volume. Whatever. Enjoy the music. It's royalty free. I checked. It's actually a YouTube channel. It's called Classical Musical Copyright Free. I'll see if I can put it in the description. And like in my last video, how I explained how you can go into the descriptions to look for the links. I hope you guys got it in your skulls, in your thick little skulls. I do have 2 cents to say about a few individuals, because these individuals they are not so for the best of interest of the person of whom they talk to. It's almost like they say these things to her to get her upset, and that's not a friend. And if that is your family, you need to disown that family. If you see something or hear something about somebody you might know, and you think it's gonna bother them, if you think it's gonna bother them, it's gonna bother them, okay? There are people in life that have had rough childhoods, and some that didn't even have childhoods. Look at Michael Jackson, Macaulay Culkin, okay? This is the car that I had made when I worked at the optical. I was basically a manager. I call myself a manager. What did I say I was? Office manager, because I was the most knowledgeable employee in the office. I just was in active addiction, and that cost me the job. But now, with the fact that I'm 5 years, 2 months, doing the program as assigned, and I'm also working on self-recovery past the issues of the drugs to find out the root cause of the problems. And I feel as if it's been going well, because personally I've been striving very hard, very hard to, even though I don't have a job, and I was actually thinking of making this a series, the house husband of South Florida. Maybe a terrestrial network will pick it up. Because I do so much, and a lot of the times I make sure that I do stuff so that Dad, who's about 25 years older than me, and remember I'm turning 61, he doesn't need to work. I need to be the one that's working for the next 20 years. Okay? At least that's how I felt, and that's how I still feel. That's why I'm still searching religiously. Yes, I skip a day. I might do every other day sometimes. This morning was when no, maybe the second application. Let me lower this, sorry. Okay, so early this morning I walked about a mile, and that's one thing I wanted to do here today. Obviously this is Chromebook. I imagine Maps is automatically, well, you're with what is this program called? With Chrome, you don't need to have any of the apps. It just automatically takes you to the best way to do it. Well, maybe it asks you if you want the app. I don't know. I'm more of an iOS person. Those have been my two favorite phones my whole life. The old school Nokia, the one with the flashlight. I like it so much that my ringtone on my iPhone 13 mini is the Nokia ringtone. Okay, so before I went on the walk, the reason why I went to the 7-Eleven was because the person who referred me, like I said, to do YouTube also referred me to this place because she said that her friend, I don't know if I wrote the name down right. I think I said her name was Carly. Her friend Carly knew the owner of this place, who I know also, and I see how he works. He's very adamant about being professional, about being efficient, about he's the type of person that he follows the concept of penny saved is a penny earned, which is important. I'm still going to request 15 an hour because even if I don't get it at first, I will say, look, every 90 day, do it in the vow. No lates, no tardies, no absences, no complaints, all work done properly. 10% raise from the minimum, which is $12.25, I believe, to the next. And after, 15% raise. And then afterwards, 16% raise. And then that will take me right above 15. If you do 10% twice, it doesn't take you above 15. Okay. Let's start adding up all the walking I did today. I could look at the steps on the phone, but let's do it this way so you guys can have something to look at when you look at me. Okay, here you go, Beast Boy. You hold that over there so that maybe the audience can hear me. Oh, here's the volume on this. There we go. Alright, so let's start by going here, which is the address where I left from. And now let's look for directions. Now let's switch it up. They had the address on the second form, which was the one that talks about the background check, the one where I wrote on the top, Francisco. If you look at my background, it looks bad, and I told them the truth. So let's hope that gives me a couple brownie points. I also spoke with the manager at Publix today, and I spoke with another manager at another Publix that I applied for, because I applied for 3 locations now that I have arrived. But the Publix closest to me is 8/10 of a mile, so it's about a 10-minute walk, let's say. But the other one that I thought was maybe like a mile and a half away, because it is pretty far, it's 2.2 miles away. So if I walk, it's a 4.5 mile round trip. Let's try to see if we can convert that for the rest of Americans. Okay, so what did I say was 4.5 miles? It's 2.4 to be exact. Let's be exact. Alright, and now you multiply that. 1 mile is 1.6 kilometers. So 2.4 times 1.6. This other Publix is just shy of 4 kilometers away, 3.84 kilometers. So we're talking about an 8-kilometer round trip. Okay. I only complain about that right now because I did a lot of walking today. Let's add that to this right now, since we've already switched that up. That was the last place I went to. I had to go there to help my buddy put up bread so that I could afford to pay for the princesses, our tradition, our Saturday tradition, which is to get Chick-fil-A. So it was $10, and I really needed it because I have no cash. So please donate. I know I say it all the time, but please, somebody who's hearing out there, if you have a cheerful heart and you're in the within financial responsibility to do so, please donate with a cheerful heart, please. And believe me, you will be blessed in ways that you didn't even know existed. Okay. Yes? What time is it? 11:47. Okay. Let me try to finish in 13 minutes. I'm gonna try to be quick. I'm gonna start talking fast. Sorry. It's 23:47, and they gotta be in bed by 0 hours. Well, they gotta be in bed by 2100. Okay. So that's one Publix I walked to. That was the one that I applied that far. The store number is 820. So the total round trip was 4.4 miles. And I think I did that wrong. I think I did this wrong. Let me see. 4.8. 4.4 times 1.6. No, it's 7 kilometers. I apologize. 7.04 kilometers round trip. I did it wrong before. Alright, so that's 4.4 miles right there, because I had to walk there and back. Remember, I don't have a car, and both bicycles I own right now. I tried to fit the 2x1 into the other. It was too big, but I thought I'd give it a shot, and it ended up getting a flat. Okay, I walked the princess to school, and after that, if I remember correctly, I walked to Publix. So let's do the distance right now from where I left from to the Publix, which I know the address by head because in my mind because I used to work 2 doors down. 1657 North Hiatus Road. Oh, Plantation. We don't want Plantation. Hiatus. Here it is. North Hiatus Road, Pembroke Pines. Alright, so that is wait. It says it's 6/10 of a mile. I thought it was 8/10 of a mile. Oh well, that's better. That's better. See, that's why I want to work at that store. So we'll just say 1 2/10 of a mile. But I did that twice. I walked there. Was it 2 times? No, I did 3 times today because I did one for the queen, for my queen. I mean, no comment on that. All right, so Publix 1570. That's the store number for the one near me. Is 1.2 miles round trip. I did it when I went to go take the princess to school. I stopped by there. Then I did it for my queen, and then I just did it right now to grab some cold caffeine. Love Coca-Cola. Been drinking it since I was a baby. Alright, so 1.2, multiply that by 3, that would be 3.6. .6 miles. Alright, and then after I washed the cans, I washed the garbage can like I told you, from the kitchen and from the bathroom with soft scrub, water, the hose, and a scrub thing. I walked over to this other address, which, let's see if I can remember. It should be 12351. Yep, Taft Street. Okay. Which route did I take? I took this route right here. And this route is 1.3 miles long. It's shorter. That's the one I took. So there and back, that would be 2.6 miles. That's when I applied for the job early this morning, only to find out the owner's on vacation. So that's 2.6 miles. Okay, so 3 trips to Publix's, one for a soda, I think one for a pack of smokes, and one to do the queen a favor. She needed me to pick something up for her. And then another trip to the far Publix so I could work to pay that back for the Chick-fil-A, because that's my, I would like to create fond memories with my daughter, but she was very rude to me tonight. She kicked me out of the room and she didn't even say please. She just said get out. And all I was trying to imply to her was that I want her to spend at least maybe 30 minutes outdoors. I'm going to check in the phone after I'm done how much time she spends on her iPad, because children are very not perceptive, but they're very yeah, they're perceptive, but they're also very impressionable, which is what I wanted to say. So, like when I'm sick, I don't say I'm sick because I don't want her then to say, "Oh, I don't feel good either." If I don't feel good, I try to lay down. I'll say I'm tired. Whatever. But I won't say, "Oh, whatever." If I can, sometimes if I'm really sick, I have to. Okay. So let's add all this up so I can get to the last part of the video because they're trying to sleep. 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 plus 6 is 16. So it's a 6 right there. Carry the 1. And that's the 10th. Let's put a little decimal point. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. And 8 plus 2 is 10. So today, I walked 10.6 miles. About 3 miles shy of a half marathon. So that goes to show you about how car-centric the suburbia is. If you're planning on moving here, I hope you enjoy vehicles. I hope you have money to afford vehicles. I hope you have money to afford registering them, giving them a title, paying for their insurance, paying for their maintenance and upkeep, all of that good stuff, because it's there and it costs money. And if you enjoy driving, people like to go fast. Americans like to go fast. And in my case, I like to drive, with a little flair, like a police officer. But the police don't like that. They only like it when they do it. So that's why I choose not to drive. I'm tired of being harassed by a gang that I have no position to stand up to. None at all. If they wanted to send someone to my house to assert my demise and make it appear in a way that I self-deleted, they could do it. They have the resources. I'm sure they know the people to do it. Trust me. Alright, now the next thing I wanted to say, and this is what I'm going to finish it off with. If you watch YouTube, which that's if you watch it, you don't have to watch it. Nobody tells anybody to watch it. It's a choice. You choose to watch it, okay? You know that, right? Just like you choose to watch TV. And life is full of choices, okay? What I'm saying right now, you could go your whole life without hearing it. What I was going to say is, if you hear something and you think it's about somebody that you know, and you think that what I said was something either derogatory or something that was, how do I say it, like hurtful, and leave me a comment, please. If you really care about that person, if you really love that person, leave me a comment. Say, hey, look, I think this will affect so-and-so. I think you should put it down. Okay? Be a friend. And better yet, be like their family. Okay? No, don't be like their family. Their family will probably call that person and tell them, hey, you won't believe what David said. Even though I got in the habit of stop saying names, genders, and in my Patreon is where I'm gonna vent, and it's not gonna be accessible to anyone because nobody is going to pay for it. Okay? But it will be there, and I will be happy to get it off my chest. And if like I said, maybe some of the 1% that are more than likely depressed and or lonely, they don't know who to trust, they live a life that's isolated, kind of like mine. If they're famous, the real rich people, they don't want people to know who they are. I say that's what I understand. But anyways, if you're one of those people that see a video and I talk about someone and you think you know that person, if you go and you call that person and you let them know, hey, look what this person David put up. It sounds like they're talking about you. What that is, what you're doing, you are essentially instigating their pain, because that person, in order for them to have done the things that I said that they did, they must have had a traumatic childhood experience. So I think it's best for you to step up, prove the fact that you love that person, leave me a comment and say, look, this is something that might get this person upset. Please take it down. Okay? If you don't do that, then I tell you what, you do not care about that person at all. Alright? All you want to do is inflict pain to them, inflict pain also to me, because then I get yelled at for saying things when, like I said, I've learned to keep people's names out of my mouth, including gender, because even, and it's just crazy. This household has gotten to the point where, my daughter, I try to talk to her with the sense of helping her. I don't want her to grow up with GAD. I don't want her to grow up, without any ambition to do great things. I don't want her to grow up depressed. I don't want her to grow up feeling like she's sick all the time. I want her to grow up knowing that life is what you make it. Nobody said life is easy, but at the same time, as long as you try your best and you continuously keep on trying your best, I'm telling you, you have the opportunity. It's there. Look at me now. Right now, from doing all the things that I've been doing, I can honestly say I'm at a point in my life where I am grateful and I am actually hopeful, in spite of the fact of what happened, I think, on the 1st of September, which could possibly, I'm going to say possibly, because I don't see anything there happening at all. So we'll see when it happens. I'm still trying to remain optimistic, but what I don't want my daughter to grow up thinking that it's okay to be rude, that it's okay to treat people without respect, and that behaving like that is going to get you somewhere in life. Okay? Right now, I'm trying my best, one, to work so that, people like money, and two, because for the next school year, I would like to buy a golf cart so that I can take her to school. Unless I landed a job by then I'll probably ask Mama Vilma to please transport her to school on my behalf, because I'll be busy working, because I have to get a job. I'm fully aware, and I want to get a job. I want to work now. I even told that to at the Publix far away, at one of the managers. I told him, I'm like, hey, I applied for this store, and my uncle happens to work here. I told him my uncle's name. I said, I forgot what I said, and he said, I think he said something about why do you want to work here or something like that, or and I replied, I'm like, oh no, I want to be a part of a team, I want to be a team member. And I was with my buddy, so he said, oh, so your buddy's not, he doesn't work well with teams. And I said, no, my buddy, he's the boss, he's the boss. And we were joking around, we were having a good time. I also talked to the manager at the one close to my house. I'm still gonna write him a letter because I can usually tell when people, how they talk to you, the kind of vibe that they give. He gives off the vibe that he's only talking to me because that's his job, and that he would prefer to talk to somebody to offer customer service. When he's talking to me, he's just talking to me kind of like a chit chat, whatever. And I don't think he enjoys that much. But I do want to write a letter because it's proven that when you read something, it's easier for you it makes it easier for your brain to remember what you read. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful, is it already the 17th? Let me see. It just, oh my god, what? 5 after, okay, it's Sunday. Let's see if my Saturday's video went up. This video started Saturday, so this is actually a Saturday video. I put up 3 today. The one for the royalty food I forgot to put. I have the receipt. That's the best I'm gonna be able to do, is show you and tell you what you got, which you probably know because it's Saturday. And if you watched, well, I just started the royalty food recently, so this might be the first Saturday on that channel. I gotta see. Alright, well, thanks so much. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I want to try to reach that 100 goal by the end of the year. That would be great. Like I said, leave the comments. Those individuals that I talk to, leave comments. Be thoughtful about the person who you want to try to get their attention, so that they watch something that you think might be hurtful. If you think it might be hurtful, it's going to be hurtful, okay? Because in my opinion, that person is very easily not just angered but also hurt by any old thing, okay? Just like how this morning my boyfriend was saying that I treat him different after I take my medicine, which was not true at all, because like hours after the fact, I was still waking him up around that time so that he could leave before Mariah, and I would still offer him, drink, anything he wanted from the fridge. I was trying to be kind. So that is not true. That's something that was instigated by him, okay? Alright, well, thank you for watching. Have a blessed night. May peace be with you, and please be safe out there, everybody who's driving, and especially people who are walking, because this is not meant for people who walk, okay? Walking 10 miles a day is not satisfying, okay? I'm like a hunter. If there were hunter-gatherers, I'd be the one that'd be hunting. Alright, thanks. Ciao. Hey, in case some of you are wondering, why even speak about other people in the first place? I'll tell you why. Because the people I speak of, they have direct effect on my life and on my well-being, and not in a positive way.